Hello and welcome to today's NetBeez live demo. Today we're talking about the Syslog integration of NetBeez with the remote Syslog server. Before showing you about this, how the integration is set up, if you're not familiar with Syslog, as I suspect most of you are, but still is the standard for message login. So it was originally developed supposedly by the SendMail team when they want to log error messages or informational messages on outside the application, so those messages could be checked and monitored for problems. There are two main things that you should be aware of for Syslog, which are facility and severity. There are both numerical values. Starting from facility is a numerical value that goes from 0 to 23. And the goal of the facility is identifying with a numerical number the daemon or the service that is logging a specific message. There are reserved facility numbers from 0 to 15. If you check the list online on Wikipedia, you can see and find the most known and popular services such as NTP, news, or for example, kernel messages. And then there are 7 custom facilities from 0 through 7, and they're actually from 16 to 23rd in the big scheme of the facility. So really like custom applications, if you're developing your own application or even for NetBeez, you can use any of those 7 facilities, and that's a good way to recognize messages logged by specific application or service, and in this case is NetBeez. Then the second value is the severity. Also in this case is a numerical value from 0 to 7, and based on the value, the severity is used to understand the message type. So you'll see, for example, emergency messages have severity 0, alert has severity 1, critical severity 2, and so on. Again, here there is a list of all the severities from 0 to 7, and those are pretty standard. So from application to application, all applications should have those severity numbers. Another thing to know important is, of course, you can log via Syslog messages on the local host, or you can send those messages to a Syslog server, especially in an enterprise. That's very convenient if you want to aggregate and correlate logs from different services. That's, for example, the bread and butter of Splunk. It's primarily was a Syslog analyzer where it would collect all these Syslog messages and then interfere problems, incidents, or performance issues. And again, NetBeez is one of the services that can send Syslog service to an external host. And the default port is port 514, and the default protocol is UDP, but some applications also support delivery via TCP, which is a knowledge and connection-oriented type of protocol. So in this case, a simple, very simple diagram. I'll show you how you can configure your NetBeez server, the BeezKeeper, the dashboard, to send alerts and incidents notification to an external Syslog server. And as you can imagine, click on the Syslog notification settings. This is something that is available in every NetBeez dashboard. So you can see that here you can set the IP address of the destination Syslog server. In this case, I put like a bogus IP, like 192.168.1.1. Then you can also specify a non-Stardom port. In this case, by default, I put in 514, and in our case, we deliver Syslog messages via UDP. And then the other piece of information of configuration that you have to set on the dashboard is the facility. In this case, you don't see the numerical numbers, but you see the actual name of the facility. And you can see here local 0 to 7 are basically facilities set for custom application. In this case, NetBeez, you can set it on local 0, local 1, or whatever makes sense for your login strategy. And lastly, you can also select what type of notification to receive. Do you want to receive notifications for both incidents and alerts, only incident, only alerts? And that's pretty much it. Once you have set your configurations, you click Save, and the settings are saved, and the Beekeeper, the NetBeez server, will start sending syslog messages to your configured host. You can also, of course, send a test alert to make sure that everything is working. And you see the green check mark, which means the message via UDP was delivered, was sent at least. With that concludes today's NetBeez live demo. Again, if you want to learn more about us, you can check our YouTube channel. Just search NetBeez or go to our website, netbeez.net. Thank you so much and have a great day.